I am told that these bombings, that the American government has said that American planes should not fly, and that we have somehow approved of these airstrikes. I do not know if that's true or not. I hope that it's not true. What we should be saying to Vladimir Putin is that you fly, but we fly anywhere we want to, when and how we want to, and you'd better stay out of the way.
All right, joining us now on the Malzberg panel, ladies and gentlemen, Roger Simon, co-founder of PJ Media, award-winning novelist, and Brent Budowsky. He is a writer for The Hill and former aide to Senator Lloyd Bentsen. All right, let me start with you, Roger. I mean, my gosh, is there any bigger indicator of where we stand in the world, where Obama stands in the world, the lack of respect for Obama when Putin meets with them 2 days ago, and now he says, I'm bombing in Syria. If you don't like it, too bad.
Well, I'm going to give you a one-word answer. No. This is an atrocity. This is an atrocity. America might as well go home in the world. And it's a tragedy not only for America, it's a tragedy for the world. No one has been worse for the world than Barack Obama. It's so sad. And I speak as an ex-liberal. I'm ashamed I ever was.
Ooh, what about it,
Anyway.
Brent?
Well, I'm a current liberal. I'm not ashamed that I am, but I agree with John McCain, and I agree fundamentally with Roger. And I think our policy on Syria and ISIS and Putin has been weak and has been appalling. And I, again, say that as a liberal. I think it's just wrong that we've let him get away with this. What we need to do, in my opinion, is get some troops on the ground, some boots, preferably at this point through the United Nations, the way we did in Korea, 30 to 40,000 troops to kill ISIS. And we should say to Putin, get out. We're not going to allow him to go in and support the butchering mass murderer Assad. And we're in a ridiculous situation because we've been vacillating too long. I do agree with most of what John McCain says these days, which I don't usually, that Putin has been pushing to get away with things, and we need to push back. He believes in what Lenin said. You drive the sword into the belly of your enemy until it meets steel.
Right.
Putin has not met steel, and now he must. That's the only thing we can do.
We agree we don't have a fight here except for one word. I'd leave the UN out of this. I'd put America back in. The UN is a hopeless, awful institution which has led us down the path to that deal with Iran. And the deal with Iran is what leads us to Putin doing what he's doing. Those things are totally interconnected.
All right, guys, since we agree on that, I want to move on to what we learned today, and that is that Kim Davis, who served jail time for refusing to issue marriage licenses to gay couples in Kentucky, met with the Pope. And the Vatican has confirmed this. And she met with the Pope when he was here in the United States. And here's how she described the experience and what went down.
It was really very humbling to even think that he would want to, you know, meet me or know me. I put my hand out, and he reached and he grabbed it, and I hugged him, and he hugged me, and he said, "Thank you for your courage." He told me before he left, he said, "Stay strong." And that was a great encouragement. Just knowing that the Pope is on track, you know, with what we're doing and agreeing, you know, kind of validates everything.
I'll tell you what, Brent, this kind of ruins the whole narrative for the liberal media when it comes to the Pope and his visit and the scolding basically that he gave the right, does it not?
Actually, no. And if I had time to filibuster, we could talk about immigration.
No. Forget immigration. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
But I actually agree with you on that, too, so we're all right. I think what the Pope said...
Wait, all right, let Brent, tell me why this doesn't... What do you think of this meeting?
There is no question that the Pope is conservative on abortion and on gay rights. There's no question about it. I have never said anything else. I can say, although we don't have time to go in, you get angry at me, on 10 other issues, the Pope agrees with liberals.
All right, well, I don't deny that.
List them,
I don't deny that.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's absolutely true.
He's a conservative on the social issues. There's absolutely no doubt about it.
Go ahead, Roger.
I happen to also agree that this Kim Davis thing is wildly overblown. I mean, I support her not signing papers for a religious belief that she doesn't believe in, but I don't believe she has the right to deny those two people the right to marry. That wasn't her privilege. it was her privilege not to sign it, but not to deny them. So I'm not on the side of Kim Davis either. I think she overplayed her hand.
Well, whether or not she was, I mean, I don't want to. I could debate both of you on that because you two agree, and I don't with what you just said. But the fact is that the Pope. Why do you think, Roger, that this wasn't made public at the time, the visit?
Oh well, yes. Well, that is a narrative issue, and you know, the New York Times publishes what it wants. CBS does what it wants. Speaking of CBS, everybody should read the new Weekly Standard piece by Mark Hemingway on 60 Minutes and how it hid the Benghazi affair. It's fantastic.
All right, Brent?
Yeah, I'll just say one thing a little bit different. I anticipated where the Pope would be going on his route to the White House, and I was there with about 30 to 40 people. He got within 7 feet of me. He blew a kiss at the little girl, 3 years old, standing next to me. It was one of the most moving and profound experiences in my life.
Well, that's great, and that's the way it should be. And as I played the day after he did this at the beginning of the week, or maybe it was last week, when he greets the kids in the wheelchairs. It's just amazing. Hey, great panel. Thank you both. Appreciate it. And up next, Ann Romney on her new book. But first, immediately following the Steve Malzberg Show, we want you to keep it right here on Newsmax TV from my colleague J.D. Hayworth in his sit-down interview with Ohio Governor John Kasich. Also, he will speak with the son of the Reverend Billy Graham, Franklin Graham. Do not miss it. It's all coming up straight ahead right here on Newsmax Television.